So, picking up where we left off, we have got P&G's income statement and balance sheet, and we already have the liquidity and solvency ratios. Our task here is to calculate profitability and growth ratios. Let's start with profitability ratios, namely ROA and ROE. ROA is equal to EBIT divided by the company's total assets for that year. I'm dividing EBIT by total assets and obtaining a ratio of 10.2% in 2014 and 9.1% in 2015. Please note that we don't calculate a ratio for 2013 because our balance sheet contains only 2 years. Okay, but is an ROA of 9 or 10% good? Perhaps. We don't know. In order to make a reasonable judgment, we need to consider the average figure for P&G's industry. This can be done by opening the financial statements of companies like Unilever, Kimberly-Clark, Colgate-Palmolive, and Henkel. Calculate the respective ratio and then compare P&G's ROA with the one that these companies had. When this is done, we'll be able to tell whether its performance was satisfactory. Okay, let's calculate ROE. We have to divide net income by owner's equity. In 2014, ROE was equal to 16.8%, while in 2015 it decreased to 14.2%. I'd like to give you a task now. You should take the file that is attached to this lesson and use it in order to decompose ROE. Once you are ready with the calculation, try to analyze which were the main drivers for the change of the ratio in 2014 and 2015. Those of you who post their answers in the discussion board will receive a gift. Do we have a deal? Very well. Now, I'd like to calculate another profitability ratio that we did not see before. I'll divide EBIT and net income by revenues. This will allow me to understand what the reason was for the lower ROE that we observed. And, in fact, the company's EBIT to revenues ratio was lower in 2015. P&G was not able to convert into profit as much of its revenues as it was able to do in 2014. Nevertheless, 15.5% of EBIT is pretty good for most industries. And finally, we'll calculate some growth figures. We already know how it's done, so I'll be quick in the calculation. I'd like to calculate the growth of sales. And that's why I'll divide the value for 2014 by the value in 2013. And we'll subtract 1. Then I can copy the formula to the right, and we'll have the growth of sales between 2014 and 2015. Sales grew marginally in 2014, 0.5%, and then decreased significantly in 2015, minus 5.3%. We should dig deeper into the notes in order to understand what caused the decrease. And here we are. Page 25 includes a bullet point that explains the decrease of sales. According to this information, the negative impact of foreign exchange, minus 6%, was the main reason behind lower sales. This is how we can calculate growth ratios, which helps us determine important trends in a company's income statement parameters. Slower growth shouldn't surprise us, though. The company that we are analyzing is a mature firm with an established business. It is difficult to continue to grow with double-digit figures after a certain size has been reached.